Going to prepare my sauce with onion and tomato, which I've pre-made. This tomato I'm going to put in my food processor. I'm going to process it, then fry it. So see you shortly as I process and get ready to show you how to make the sauce. I've got the onion chopped, and so I'm going to take this to my pan. So I'm just going to put about a tablespoon of cooking oil in there, and wait for the oil to heat up. So we're just going to check on what's happening with the spaghetti water, and it looks like the water is ready. So we're just going to season that. We'll put some salt in there. Should season it. At the same time, we are also waiting for the oil to heat up. Remember, we are also making the sauce. So just put a tablespoon of that, of salt, and I'm going to put in the spaghetti. There it is. So I know that there's so many theories. There's some that don't like to cut their spaghetti, so I'm just going to do that there. So as it gets wet, as it gets hydrated, it will slowly be getting in. I've just pushed it in there. Yeah, so there are some that say don't cut the spaghetti, but each to their own, everyone with their own preferences. So yeah, we'll let that boil without a cover. I'm just going. Now that oil is ready, and I'm just going to put in my onion. Continue to make the sauce, the spaghetti sauce. Stir that. Yeah, so for a bit of color, in case my tomato is not that deep red, I'm just going to put in a tablespoon of paprika and stirring. Meanwhile, you should be keeping your eye on the spaghetti. Make sure that it doesn't stick together. I think the onion is ready. And now I'm going to just put in the tomato, which I have already grated. So there is my tomato, my grated tomato. I'll let that cook until it cooks and becomes thick. Yeah. So on the seasoning bit, I'm going to hold off the seasoning because, as you can see, there's multiple levels of seasoning. In the sauce, we are going to put season. In the meat, we put in some seasoning. So you have to really watch your hand. Otherwise, you can over season these things. So I'm just going to let that boil and cover it. Cover that and let it do its thing. Stir the spaghetti after it has boiled a bit to make sure that it doesn't stick together. We don't want spaghetti that looks like porridge. That's good. Let it do its thing. Now let's go and make those meatballs. Put in the southern coating like so. And here I just want to taste if my oil is. And But and so I'm just going to go ahead and put in the rest of it. Meatball, tip, and oil. And you continue to do that until you have all your meatballs there. Make sure that you don't overfill your pan because you want to give each one of them a good chance of cooking properly. As you can see, I'm a bit busy now. I have so many things happening. I will just click on the sauce and see how the sauce is going. Yeah, the sauce looks ready for the meatballs, but there are a few steps that I would like to add on to this. I want to season it, and I'm just going to put in a bit of milk and see how well it comes together. Also, to check on what's happening on the on the spaghetti. So the spaghetti, don't overcook the spaghetti. Cook it until it's still chewy, but not completely chewy, but also not completely cooked. What's known as al dente. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yes, that's where you want to get it through. Yeah. So make sure that you turn your meatballs, like so. Yes, like so. You can do it with a fork or whatever that you have at hand, but just make sure that you don't break the meatballs like what I did there. So I think I'm going to change to a fork for better work. I'm going to turn it with a fork, turn the meatballs like so. Make sure that you do it gently, you don't break them. Yeah, you don't want to break the meatballs. I've just reduced the heat on the sauce because the other bits are not yet ready. Like so. So the spaghetti is done. It's al dente as I wanted. Al dente, not completely cooked because we don't want it to be mushy. Yeah, so I'm just going to drain it, make sure that we get rid of all the water. However, this water has got some nutrients, so you can keep it and use it to cook other things. Yeah. Spaghetti, drain the spaghetti in a strainer, like so, and leave it there. You don't want the water because the water will continue cooking the spaghetti. We just let it cool there as we're waiting for the other bits. Those are done, so I'm just going to move them from here to the sauce. Remember that we are cooking them again in the sauce, so we don't want to overcook them. Yeah. So that's my first batch of meatballs going in there. Make sure that the pot that you're cooking in is spacious. You don't want them lumped together. Put in some more meatballs. All right, so now we want to finish off. We've put in the meatballs. They are in. I can't wait to eat. All right, this one has broken. Oh, don't break. Okay, so now I'm going to put in milk. So instead of the cow milk, I'm going to use coconut cream or coconut milk. Just going to drizzle in about 2 tablespoons of that in there. I'm putting coconut cream because the normal milk makes me gassy, so I don't want to be gassy today. I found that the coconut milk is a bit better on my stomach. Yeah, so there we are. And we had not seasoned this, so I will just taste. It needs some salt, and I'm going to put in a bit of black pepper for a kick. So just that's my salt there, and I'll just put in some black pepper, not too much of it, just to bring in that bit of warmth. And stir it. Stir. Yeah, that looks good. I can't wait. And my soup is nicely. Yeah, I think I don't want to over season it. It's just all right where it is. Now that we've reached that point, let's do the last bit.